It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspective of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA AM 1490, FM 101.3, JAWS Country FM 100.9, and ESPN Radio AM 630 and FM 92.9. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Energy Insights on a Saturday morning, and another opportunity to extend our conversation with the outreach coordinator from the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program, Shawn Toy. And Shawn, talk a little bit about as we roll into summer 20. Here we are, summer 2020. Talk about what your events look like. We keep hearing all these events from a community standpoint being kicked off to the side or pushed ahead to the fall or even skipping to next year. And I know you did a lot of event stuff. So, how's the outlook from your standpoint?
Well, generally, the STEM Teacher Workshop is held there in Marietta. But this year with COVID-19, we're going to try something new. We're going to use a virtual platform through Zoom, and on June 17th and 18th, we will be hosting 40 educators in Ohio, and they'll be able to do hands-on experiments right from home along with our educational partners. So we mailed out our participants each a pre-workshop box of materials for all 7 stations in the workshop. So we're really excited to try this, and it'll also give those teachers a little extra materials for their classrooms.
Okay, so that is coming up next week, and then tell me a little bit about what maybe would be covered in that curriculum.
Yeah, we have 7 different segments. We cover formation, migration and trapping, exploration, drilling and well stimulation, producing and transporting, refining and process, and petrochemicals and products. So they have hands-on experiments and they get to work together in groups, so they really get to learn from each other.
As far as the curriculum, do you have a hand in putting that curriculum together? Because I would imagine, at least from the compliance standpoint or restrictions standpoint, things have changed, obviously, over the last several weeks. So does that mean that the curriculum is kind of following the new norm?
Well, our curriculum, it does follow the Ohio Science Standards, and so we didn't really have to adjust the curriculum at all. We're just adjusting the format and the way that we're doing the class this year. Does
this become CE? I mean, is this a continuing ed for some people in terms of credits? And so I would imagine it fills up pretty quickly.
It does. We were a little nervous this year, then wondering how it was going to work out, just because we weren't sure that people would be interested in a virtual platform.
Right.
But just like in past years, the class filled up really fast, and we were fortunate to have some people on a wait list. And so it didn't really seem to change anything at all. Teachers do earn CEUs, and they have the ability to also earn credit through Ashland University.
And then talk a little bit. So is this all going to be, I just had a board meeting yesterday that typically was a 2-day event, and we, jammed it into a 4-hour Zoom call, kind of like what you're talking about here for next week. I think you said June 17th and 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So that's next Wednesday, Thursday. So are you going to try to take a big, of what would have been maybe multi-day and put it into this one day?
No, we're going to work it on 2 days.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We've actually filmed some virtual field trips, and so, we'll have people call in when we have the field trip, and they can do a question-answer session, just like when the teachers are walking through those facilities. And so it will still be a 2-day event. We also have geology, which will be held July 13th and 14th in New Philadelphia. That one's a little tougher to do through a Zoom platform, so we are going to break that down into 2 one-day events. So it'll each be the first day 15 teachers and the second day 15 different teachers.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so we're going to abide by the social distancing guidelines on that. There's a big conference center that we're in, so we're able to do that. And then at the end of each day, teachers will get to go to the Kimball facility and actually dig for fossils.
Oh.
And the nice thing about that is they get to keep what they find.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so that was such an important aspect that we decided to go ahead and do the social distancing on that one. And just like STEM, it filled up really fast with a wait list. And so we're super excited to try these out and see. And at the end of our workshops, these teachers walk away with these awesome boxes of materials. And so, we're fortunate that the oil and gas producers here in the state of Ohio are supporting that.
Yeah, and I'm glad to hear of the engagement going on. I think it has a lot to do with you, and we appreciate your time. Time flies when you're having fun. It's fun always talking to you, and we are out of time today. Shawn Toy, our guest, the outreach coordinator for the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. Good luck next week, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on WMOA Local Radio, JAWS Country, and ESPN Radio, as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives going on in the oil and gas industry right here in the Mid-Ohio Valley.